soon as we ascend off the ground, the gust of wind comes out of nowhere, and we come and hit this tent. Right at the tip of it, it tips us over, and we immediately fall out, bounce off, and hit the ground face first. It's the worst experience I've ever experienced in my life.
I almost fell out as well. And the point is, Your Honor, they not only endangered their lives, but they endangered my lives and the lives of the people on the ground.
Well, you realize you weren't hurt and they were badly hurt,
Exactly.
right?
You don't have any
Yeah, because
injuries.
they were hurt because they were hanging off the side of the basket when this all took place.
This would not have happened had they stayed in place.
No, exactly. That's my point.
As you can see from this diagram, Your Honor, the wind basically took control of the hot air balloon.
So you weren't trying to go to the edge and take pictures?
No, sir. And as you can see, we were way too close to this tent.
Miss Simon, you may come back to the podium. Take your time. Mr. Nelson, you knew what the wind was like that day, right?
Exactly.
And
But
you're supposed to anticipate what the wind is going to be.
that was a shearing wind that came across. And this was what I call a perfect storm.
Okay.
It was the Simons crossing to the side of the gondola, leaning over the side, tilting the basket, where the flame, the burner, could not ignite the balloon.
If they had not moved to the edge, even with the wind, this wouldn't have happened?
No, of course not. No, they would have never fallen out.
Mr. and Mrs. Simon, you all submitted $275,000 in past medical bills.
Yes, sir.
I see that you're asking the court for $75,000 for lost wages.
We haven't worked in weeks since the incident because we've been in the hospital.
So y'all not working, you're trying to heal up.
And we're gonna be out 3 more months because we have to have rehab. I actually have a broken back that I have to now, I have permanently rods.
I'm sorry, but you're responsible.
Oh, you're sorry now.
Nelson,
That's the
please
first
address
time
me.
you've said sorry.
Folks,
That's
please
the
address
first time
me.
you have said sorry.
Miss Simon, please address me. You've submitted this diagram from your doctor. This is the hardware in your back. They put these rods in to stabilize all those levels.
I can't even make love to my own husband. Simple things that I'm used to doing, I can't do anymore. It's hard to even sleep.
And that's why you're asking this court for $500,000 for your pain and suffering and $350,000 for emotional distress. Mr. Simon, you broke off the top of your femur. You need a hip replacement.
Yes,
You've got your arm in a sling. What were your other injuries?
My hip, my pelvis, Your Honor, and I'm sorry, can I
can
please
do
sit
whatever makes you comfortable. If you need to sit down in your wheelchair. Take your time.
Thank you, Your Honor. The pain has been nonstop since the accident. We can't do things like walk our dog.
Your Honor, you know what? I have sympathy for what has happened to them, but I can't take blame for this. It's not my fault. I mean, ultimately, they're responsible for pins in their back and the fact that
We're responsible
they
for
can't
pins in
make
our back?
love anymore.
Wow.
Folks,
Maybe you needed
we're going to
some
have order
love.
in the court.